You are a fucking psychopath, Annabelle whispered in the shared consciousness of their fractured mind. The words echoed to the desolate landscape of Alice's psyche, a chilling indictment of his own actions. Alice does not want this rape baby. Gigi raged, her voice a guttural scream that reverberated through the system. She swung the baseball bat with a wild abandon, the aluminum cracking against the windshield of Eric's car. When Alice comes back to her right mind, she's going to freak out. Calm down. She's 7 months pregnant, Annabelle hissed out loud, his voice a strained whisper. He gripped the steering wheel, his knuckles white, his body tense with a mixture of fear and frustration. Gigi ignored him. She was tired of letting Annabelle call the shots, tired of his pragmatic approach to their shared existence. He was the only one who wanted this baby, this monstrous reminder of their collective trauma. With every flutter, every kick, the memories of the violations, the betrayals, the endless cycle of abuse came flooding back. She swung the bat again, harder this time, the windshield splintering under the force of the blow. She had driven all the way from Great Lakes, Illinois, to Kenosha, Wisconsin, her pajamas damp with sweat, her eyes burning with a desperate rage. She had tracked Eric's movements, followed the trail of his deceit, and finally found him, parked outside the apartment of his latest conquest. As she raised the bat for another swing, a sharp pain shot through her lower back, sending her crashing to her knees. She gasped, her breath catching in her throat, her vision blurring. "God damn it, Gigi!" Annabelle shouted, his voice laced with panic. "You're going to hurt the baby. We have a fucking stitch in our cervix just to keep Faith from falling out." "Faith!" Gigi laughed, a hollow, humorless sound. "You named it? You plan on keeping this thing?" She pounded her fist against his swollen belly, her anger a tidal wave threatening to drown them all. "Enough!" Desi's voice boomed through the system, a commanding presence that silenced the warring factions. "No one is hurting this baby. Not on my watch. Get in your car and go home. Now!" Desi's words, sharp and decisive, left no room for argument. Gigi, her rage momentarily subdued, stumbled to her feet, her body aching, her mind reeling. She climbed into Alice's car, the worn upholstery a familiar comfort in the midst of the chaos. As Desi pulled up beside Eric's car, she rolled down the window and leaned out, her stomach churning with a mixture of nausea and disgust. She retched, the contents of her recent fast food binge splattering against the driver's side door and window, a final act of defiance, a visceral expression of her contempt for the man who had used and abused them all. Then, with a screech of tires, she sped away, leaving Eric standing in the parking lot, his face a mask of shock and disbelief, the stench of vomit hanging heavy in the air.